Emily Carter was the beloved dog trainer everyone trusted. Charles Duval was the wealthy real estate mogul who never saw it coming. Olivia Raines was a retired art dealer whose life would end in a way no one could have predicted. What they all had in common? It started like any other quiet day in the suburban town of Maplewood. Rows of trimmed hedges, smiling neighbors, and the sound of lawnmowers filled the streets. But behind one white picket fence, a sinister story was quietly unfolding. One that would leave the entire town stunned. 32-year-old Emily Carter was a local dog trainer, known and loved by nearly everyone. Her clients praised her gentle nature and magical ability to turn even the wildest dogs into obedient pets. Her business, Puppy Love, had a flawless reputation, 5 stars on every review, but no one ever asked what she did with the dogs after hours, and no one could have guessed what Emily was truly training them to do. When a wealthy real estate developer named Charles Duval was found dead in his home, the town was shocked. At first, it looked like an accident, a tragic fall down the stairs. But investigators were puzzled. There were no signs of forced entry, nothing stolen, and the security cameras mysteriously malfunctioned the night of the incident. Only one strange detail stood out: scratch marks on Charles's arms and neck. Deep ones. A second incident, 2 weeks later, raised more red flags. Olivia Raines, a retired art dealer, was found in her garden, unresponsive. Her death was ruled a heart attack, until the autopsy revealed small puncture wounds in her leg and a trace of animal tranquilizer in her blood. That's when the pieces began to fall into place. Detectives noticed a bizarre coincidence. Both victims were clients of Puppy Love. Both had recently adopted dogs that had been personally trained by Emily Carter. And both dogs had disappeared the night their owners died. Authorities turned their focus to Emily. She was calm, cooperative, even charming. Her house was pristine, filled with dog treats, toys, and framed pictures of happy pets with their owners. Nothing seemed out of place, but in the basement, hidden behind a false wall, they found something chilling: a makeshift training arena, agility courses, mannequins wearing human clothes, audio systems that played doorbells and phone rings. And in a locked cabinet, a collection of shock collars, voice command devices, and a journal, each page filled with coded instructions, schedules, and strange behavioral notes. All of it revolved around obedience, aggression, and stimulus response. Emily hadn't just been training pets. She had been programming assassins. Her motive came to light through that very journal. Emily's older sister, a dog groomer named Lily, had died in a hit-and-run years earlier. The case had gone cold, but in Emily's notes, the names of several wealthy townspeople appeared, including Charles Duval and Olivia Raines. It seemed they had been part of a real estate deal that forced Lily's business to shut down, sending her into financial ruin. Emily believed they had driven her sister to her death. Now, she was quietly avenging her, using man's best friend as her weapon. The dogs were trained to respond to very specific cues: a ringtone, a perfume scent, a hand gesture. Emily would embed these cues into her victims' lives, conditioning their pets to attack at just the right moment. The dogs would strike, then flee through pet doors or unlocked gates, disappearing into the night. Authorities struggled to track all the dogs Emily had trained. Some had been rehomed, others sold under fake names. A few were recovered and retrained, but 2 were never found, including the German Shepherd Emily had kept for herself. Emily was arrested and charged with multiple counts of murder, animal cruelty, and conspiracy. Her trial became national news, but in a final twist, she never showed up to her sentencing. The transport van she was in crashed on the way to the courthouse. The driver survived. Emily vanished. Some say she was taken. Others believe she escaped with help. And a few whisper that somewhere in the woods outside Maplewood, a whistle can still be heard in the night, followed by the soft sound of paws.